Hey there. I want to tell you about something incredible happening in the central region of Ghana. It's called the Bernice Mays Academic Improvement Project, a beacon of hope. This NGO delivers essential resources like clothing and female supplies. These aren't just items, they're lifelines. One standout achievement is the Bernice Mays Community Library. This isn't just any library. It's the first of its kind in this village. This library also has a computer lab, opening up digital learning to the community. These initiatives are possible through generous donations. Your support brings hope and educational opportunities. To everyone who has contributed, thank you. Your generosity is paving the way for a brighter future. Let's continue to change lives, one donation at a time. See you next time.
We want to thank everybody here that's donated to the program at Ibiazi Shackle Village, where I am a developmental chief. We could not have done it without your support, Muskegon. As you can see in those images, those barrels were delivered over the weekend in life-changing materials for the kids there in Ibiazi Shackle Village and for the adults. We had, I think, 8 or 9 barrels full of clothes, 2 barrels, at least 2 barrels full of female supplies for the young girls. And it's been a great, great weekend for the people there at Ibiazi Shackle Village. Of course, we have a drop-off location behind the radio station, 1877 Peck Street. It's been a tough year. We had people steal clothes from out of the drop box, but it did not deter us. We're still determined. We're still determined to support and make a difference over in the Ibiazi Shackle Village in Ghana, West Africa. Their first computer lab, their first community library with books from Muskegon, with computers from Muskegon. And as of about 6-7 months ago, they got Wi-Fi, the first ever Wi-Fi in this village. Some of the adjacent village had Wi-Fi, but this village didn't have any Wi-Fi. And thanks to the great people that's working there, we got Wi-Fi. So we pay for the staffing for the community library. We pay for the electricity for the library. We pay for the internet. We pay for everything you see inside the library. And we just want to thank you, Muskegon, for being a blessing for this. Want to bring into the show. We got Chief Kozal along with Big Rob here on the Afternoon Jam. Chief, how you doing today?
Good afternoon. Chief? Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning.
I'm sorry. Good afternoon. Holy moly.
Right. You know, it feels like it's a morning, though.
Yeah. We lost a lot of time. You know, we getting old. Me and Paul is. You know, we know you still young. You still think it's morning. Me and PA think it's time for us to go to bed and rub Bengay on our knees.
Right. Well, glad you could join us, Chief. Can you give us an update on the shooting, the murder of Carlos Piggy?
Well, this within the last, I think, 15, 20 minutes, half hour, we released a photo of the subject that we've been after, that we've been an active homicide warrant for, D'Angelo Sims. He's a 38-year-old black male. Still looking for him. I know our team's been working diligently, 7 days a week, actually. We've been after it, trying to locate Mr. Sims, but like to get the public's help. As you can see on the release there, you can either call directly towards our department, or you can call the Silent Observer line if you have any information that could assist us with having Mr. Sims placed into custody. And Mr. Sims, if you happen to be watching, we'd love for you to turn yourself in. We want to be able to move forward in this. We do not believe that Mr. Sims is in the area from what we have found during our investigation. But he'd still be considered a dangerous individual.
Dangerous individual. So do you think he's out of state?
That I can't. Right now, I believe that he might still be in state, but we're actively investigating. You know, we're actively trying to find out where Mr. Sims is.
Well, and they Rob, can call Silent Observer at 231-722-7463 or call the Muskegon Police Department at 231-724-6750. Is that correct, Chief?
Correct. Either one.
Rob, you sit on the Silent Observer board. Are there any rewards yet?
All Oh yeah, there's always a reward. It's just I don't have it in front of me, the documents in front of me of what he's charged with murder, correct?
That is correct.
First degree murder. So that's usually around $5,000.
231-722-7463. Have you been getting a lot of leads on this, Chief?
Actually, we have not. Actually, it's been a little bit quiet on our front. We've been, like I said, active trying to look for them. That's why we thought in best interest today when I was meeting with Captain Bohorsky from our detective bureau that it'd be best to get it out to the public. I mean, we've tried our best with all the techniques that we have, but we're unable to locate them. So let's get the public to work with us. So hoping we get Mr. Sims in custody safely.
Safely. And I know when we talked last week, or I think it was last week, time has just got away from me. You were trying to get, his family was trying to get him to surrender, I believe.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. We haven't had any issues with the family. Everybody's trying to cooperate. It's just trying to locate. I mean, sometimes when people don't want to be located, it's difficult. But all in all, once we start getting the photo out there now, hopefully that will help us at any point, both here locally and throughout the state of Michigan.
Wow. This is for the family. They want closure. And Chief, there's been some shootings, retaliation shootings, right?
Yes, yes, there has. We've also had some other instances where I think last time we talked, there was an incident on Laketon. I think it was a couple days or within 24, 48 hours after this tragic incident, where a vehicle was struck multiple times. A lot of shots fired. A 4-month-old had some glass hit the baby inside the car. I think we discussed about that. I'd like to say that we are actively getting warrants for a couple of subjects in that case. And through the investigation, we're able to also seize a couple of firearms. So a couple of firearms off the street, and hopefully we can get these warrants for these individuals and have them in custody here soon.
So you believe that was connected to the
No, I believe that was more of isolated with those individuals in the car and those suspects not involved with this.
Okay. And this was on Laketon, the shooting on Laketon?
Correct. This one with the vehicle, yes.
Okay. Wow. If they know where Mr. Sims is at, D'Angelo Omar Bowden Sims, I think some people might call him DD. If they know where he's at, what is the best number you would like for them to call?
If you know where he is at this moment, call 911. Call 911. Hey, I saw that there was this posting of Mr. Sims and he has a murder warrant. I just saw him. He's in a car at, the Quick Stop or whatever at Wesco. So at least we have that information. We can get it directly out to the officers that are out on the road. If you feel more comfortable calling it into Silent Observer, there is that route, and then that information does get to us. It isn't as quick as 911, but if you know where he is right now and you can give us a call at 911, that'd be awesome, because it will get out to our troops, our officers, and it will get up to our detective bureau.
And then again, the number for Silent Observer is 231-722-7463 or 231-72-CRIME.
Are there any charges for someone who is maybe a chauffeur or is aiding or giving this person a place to hide out?
Yes, there can be. We look at each case in those type of situations. Did they know it? Did they know that the person was wanted? Did they know that the person was committing the crime? I mean, it's with any instance. You drive someone to a bank, they commit a bank robbery, you drive them away, we're going to charge you. So it's each case is looked at to develop the probable cause to believe that that person actually committed the crime and knowingly committed that crime. So definitely, if someone is knowingly harboring Mr. Sims, they can be charged and will be charged. And I know our prosecutor will charge.
Do Mr. Sims know that he is wanted?
I can only make that assumption that he does at this time, especially with, probably family is. I would think that family has talked to him, or maybe he's reached out to family. If that's so, then he probably does know. Early on, we believed that he was going to turn himself in. There was some conversation that he was going to turn himself in through his attorney, but that did not pan out. So here we are today, looking for your assistance, looking for your viewers' assistance, looking for the citizens here of Muskegon to help us and to get Mr. Sims off the street.
Okay, Mr. D'Angelo Omar Bolin Sims is 28 years old, 5'10", 155 pounds. A warrant, homicidal warrants out for his arrest, 231-724-6750 or Saturn 0722-7463. Uh, Anything else you want to share, Chief?
You know, this is sort of a little bit different today. Unfortunately, a Michigan State trooper passed. He was involved. He was working. I think he had a semi pulled over and someone rear-ended him, pushed him into the semi, and he wound up passing tragically. Just like to remind everybody, if you see an officer pulling somebody over, go into the other lane, especially on our freeways, because it is very dangerous for our officers that are working our freeways. We want to make certain that we're keeping those officers safe. So tragically, he passed today. I know there was a situation where I think some of his organs were being donated, but I want to at least remember that trooper.
Wow. Here in Florida, it's the law that you have to get into the next lane. What is it like in Michigan?
Same in Michigan. Same in Michigan. It's been that way probably for 5-10 years here in Michigan. And I know personally of troopers that I've known 20 years ago, I used to play basketball with, that tragically was killed in the line of duty with the same thing, just pulling somebody over and someone whipping along, people reaching down, grabbing some fries. Tragedy happened so quick, as probably all of us know, sitting here right now talking, just that one moment looking at your cell phone. How many times have we done that when we're driving? Also, we're like, darn it, I just about got in an accident. I just about hit somebody. So tragically, he died. Could have been prevented. So I'd just like to remind all your viewers of that.
Big Rob, you got a question for the Chief?
No, no.
Chief, what made y'all wait like 2 weeks to put this press release out? I'm sure there's some rationality behind it.
The biggest thing, I think, like we talked before, is I trust our detective bureau and what they're doing. And we were hot. We were hot on it, and we were hopeful that we were going to be able to nab them. Some things didn't pan out. Now it's time to get it out. So that's the biggest thing, and I appreciate that you respected that, and a lot of our news agencies respected that to allow us opportunity. Because once you get those little tidbits that we might be able to grab onto somebody, you don't want to lose it if we do go public. So I'm glad for the opportunity now to get it public, and hopefully we can get him in custody as soon as possible.
Right. I don't know if you had a chance to attend the homegoing celebration, but packed. And the community is definitely hurting. And the prayers out to his wife, to his family, to his mother, and to Mr. Piggy. He had such a bright future, and tremendously impacted a bunch of people's lives. So a lot of hurt still out there. And a person turning himself in, and I know you probably never get full closure, but when do you think that's part of the closure process, for the family?
I think it's the start. Then the next is the justice of the conviction, right? That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest part of the closure and the justice is that. But getting the person off the street, I think, is going to be tremendous. Is getting that person in, getting it before a judge, court, a jury, and but it starts with the person turning themselves in, or us being able to grab onto them.
Wow. All right, Muskegon, there you go. D'Angelo Omar Bolin Sims is wanted for the homicide out of the City of Muskegon. There's a warrant for his arrest. You want to call 722-7463 or 231-724-6750. Chief Kozal, thank you for being available on this Monday afternoon. And hopefully,
I appreciate both of you always allowing me to be on and be able to get this information out there. If I get more information as I go, if we learn something more, I will, of course, get with you right away.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good day, okay?
Yeah. All right. Take care, Paul. Take care, Big Rob.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Muskegon, like and share this video if you're watching on internet, if you're watching online. Watch and share it. Get the information out there. It could be your child. It could be your family. And that's we heard of all the different shootings that have taken place since this one shooting, Rob. We cannot sit here and not talk about there's not other stuff going on because people are hurting.
Right.
We've seen a rapid number of shootings that has occurred since, unfortunately, the death of Mr. Piggy. And I'm not a detective saying it's connected, but I'm saying it's just it makes you think these things are connected because people are hurting.
Right.
So I pray that and the Sims family, good people. I know some DD people, some of the good people over there, Rob. Don't let his apparent actions reflect on the family,
Right.
the innocent people, because we have heard of innocent people getting shot and killed. If I
Right.
go out and do something wrong, my daughter should not get the ramifications for that. You know what I mean? I should be the one held accountable for it. So, all right, going back to my music, we want to thank the chief for being available. Keep it here on your community station, 103.7.